disintegrate yun, and then it will eventually process doon sa gallbladder to form a stone.
Ayun. Doc, maraming mga kabrigada po natin ngayon ay of course tinatamaan ng iba't ibang mga sakit, pero sa napapansin, kahit na ako Doc napapansin ko rin na yung mga nagkakasakit ng mga kabrigada natin ay pabata ng pabata. So ito po bang gallstones Doc ay walang pinipiling edad or may certain age lang na okay, dito at this age posible na akong tamaan ng gallstones?
Yun na nga ang nakaka-alarma, Sir Kyle, no? So, kasi, by the book, sa book namin is, may mnemonics kami niyan, no? The 3Fs, fat, female, 40. So, female, fat, and 40s, yan siya kalimitan nakikita noong unang panahon. Pero ngayon, it's very alarming kasi pabata ang mga cases natin. 10 years old, yung mga cases namin na nakita ko during training, no? 10 years old, mayroon na gallstone. Why? Because of the influence sa Western countries, no? And then social media, maraming mga pagkain. Easily ordered na ang mga pagkain ngayon. Mayroon na tayong mga online na mga order na. So, yes. Those mga changes sa panahon natin ngayon, it will really affect the community, no? So, dumadami ang cases ng may gallstone ngayon. And, dati, appendicitis lang ang common sa mga procedure namin. Pero ngayon, umahabol si cholecystectomy, which is yun yung may mga gallstone na.
Yes. Na-mention niyo, Doc, no, yung as early as 10 years old, nagkaka-gallstones na. Ito, Doc, wala po bang pinipili, mapababae man o lalaki?
Yun pa rin, meron pa rin mostly females are affected kasi yung body build nila is more on fats. While sa male tayo, more on muscle tayo, muscle former sila, fat former ang mga females. So, kung yun ang risky ng mga kababaihan, no, for having a gallstone disease. Pabata because of the trend natin ngayon na most of our parents will prepare food for their children na puro mga fatty foods na, no? Mga easily made na mga pagkain such as mga longganisa, mga itlog, no? Fried egg, all fried. So those are the things na risk factor for having a gallstone.
Ano po ba yung mga specific na mga pagkain na talagang nakaka-cause ng gallstones?
Marami, Sir Kyle, no? Ang specific talaga yun, mga fast food, no? Sa fast food, mga French fries, no? Mga burgers, they are made of, may mga fatty, contents sila, no? Also, beverages like alcoholic, no? Mga alcoholic na mga persons, they will tend to have also develop a gallstones, no? Especially binge na drinking, no? Yun sila. Eventually, they will form gallstone because mabuti na sana kung mag-exercise after ng eating or after ng binge drinking, pero hindi, sedentary ang lifestyle. So, eventually, hindi na pa-process ang cholesterol into an energy, nagiging hypersaturated na doon sa ating gallbladder, which will eventually form a gallstone.
Dito sa Pilipinas, Doc, hindi po uso yung after ng eating, exercise eh. After ng eating, diretso agad tulog eh. Diba? Doc, ano po ba yung obvious na symptoms itong gallstones?
Most common na symptoms, severe pain talaga dito sa right upper quadrant, dito sa ilalim ng right side, ilalim ng rib cage. Kasi nandyan yung gallbladder natin. Ang gallbladder is naka-attach siya sa liver natin. It's a pouch doon sa ilalim ng liver, which is siya yung nag-store ng bile na produce ng liver. So, intense pain upon eating fatty foods. So, yun yung pinaka-hint namin na, ito gallstone na ito kasi severe pain, nagka-fetal position sila sa sobrang sakit, then nagre-radiate sa back, shoulder, and then yung iba sumusuka dahil sa sobrang sakit.
More on gallstones pa tayo ng mga questions mga kabrigada, ano? At kung may mga katanungan po kayo, mag-text lamang po sa ating official text line na naka-flash po yan sa mga TV screen, 0932-692-4708. At maaari din po kayong magpadala ng mensahe niyo mga kabrigada, mga katanungan ninyo sa official Facebook page po ng Soc Sargent County Hospital. Dahil meron din po tayong live stream dyan ngayon, search nyo lamang po sa inyong mga Facebook account mga kabrigada, ang Soc Sargent Space County Space Hospital. At sa amin pong pagbabalik, aming bibigyan kasagutan ang inyong tanong. Magbabalik po ang itanong mo kay Doc.
The COVID-19 pandemic has changed the landscape for the healthcare industry. Extra measures have to be included to ensure that hospitals can deliver their services without compromising the safety of their clients.
Giving you peace, comfort during your visit.
Here in Soc Sargent County Hospital, we guarantee a safe environment where you can access high-quality and affordable medical treatments. Our upgraded facilities, handled by highly trained personnel, are here for you to experience top-of-the-line healthcare in the heart of Region 12. Soc Sargent County Hospital, a premier hospital geared for the new normal. We at Soc Sargent County Hospital are aware of the threats of the COVID-19. Hence, we installed mandatory protocols to ensure that you receive treatment and health services in a COVID-19-free environment. Temperature checks are conducted at every entry point of the hospital. Clients are humbly asked to wash their hands and do proper sanitation at all times. Since we are in the new normal, all of our personnel are wearing face masks and face shields. We encourage you to do the same too. We also limit the number of people that can go inside a hospital. After all, we want to promote physical distancing as an excellent non-pharmaceutical intervention to prevent the spread of COVID-19.
The Soc Sargent County Hospital has a set of unbending procedures to prevent the spread of infections, not just COVID-19 within our facility. We are compliant with the Tawag Muna policy of the General Santos City local government. Patients who have COVID-19-like symptoms are required to first call our hotline before they can be admitted into our facility. This simple yet effective move has allowed us to maintain the safety of our hospital grounds. It also enabled us to separate regular patients from those who have contracted COVID-19.
Of course, it is not a secret that Soc Sargent County Hospital is treating COVID-19 patients, and that's part of our service in this community. However, this should not cause you any worries. Our hospital has a dedicated wing for admitted COVID-19 patients. We have installed separate medical equipments to ensure that contact and surface infection will not occur. We also have dedicated operating rooms for our COVID-19 patients. Our hospital has a team of doctors, nurses, and other healthcare workers who are exclusively working in our COVID-19 facilities. They are equipped with a highly secured personal protective equipments so that they will not contract the disease when attending to the patients. And lastly, they subject themselves to a stringent sanitation, isolation, and monitoring for the safety of everyone. And that's the quality of care that Soc Sargent County Hospital is being known for.
Aside from these protocols, our hospital regularly disinfects our equipment and tools. Every 6 hours, our sanitation team conducts extensive cleaning in our laboratories and utilities commonly used by our clients. We want to ensure that you get the best from us. Soc-Surgeon County Hospital is one of the most affordable medical facilities in Region 12 that houses state-of-the-art hospital equipment. Our mission is to ensure that everyone gets high-quality medical services. Just recently, we installed 4 new machines ready for service. 32-slice Siemens CT scan, Siemens digital radiography, Siemens Acusen Juniper ultrasound, and storage server for the said machines.
Soc-Surgeon County Hospital has invested in healthcare facilities and services for General Santos City and the entire Region 12. We take care of our clients and provide them with the best medical care without leaving General Santos City.
We will engage in research activities that will update our facility with the latest trend and development to gain competitive advantage and superior performance.
As one of the leaders of medical innovation in the region, Soc-Surgeon County Hospital offers the following facilities and services. Surgery, obstetrics and gynecology, internal medicine, diagnostic facilities and services, clinical laboratories, diagnostic radiology, drug testing laboratory, kidney care center, emergency unit, operating and delivery unit, intensive care unit, pharmacy, outpatient services, and more.
Soc-Surgeon County Hospital continues its commitment to bring top-class healthcare services to our constituents. Our mission is to provide essential medical services and to ensure that people will learn how to take care of their own health.
We are committed to be continuously recognized by our employees and healthcare societies for excellence and integrity in managing the company's business.
The new 7-story building of Soc-Surgeon County Hospital is already operational with 28 rooms in each floor, packed with new beds and equipment. The top floor catches the 360-degree view in the heart of General Santos City. Soc-Surgeon County Hospital also teamed up with Brigada News TV to create Itanong Mo Kay Doc. On this platform are doctors and experts who give free medical consultations to the viewers. This host currently airs every Sundays at 6:30 to 7 in the evening.
We in Soc-Surgeon County Hospital aim to provide you with the finest, compassionate, and highest quality service which is affordable, practical, and suits your medical needs.
Our journey to the new normal has never been easy. However, we guarantee that Soc-Surgeon County Hospital remains to be a premier medical center that prioritizes your health and welfare, whoever and wherever you are.
We welcome you to Soc-Surgeon County Hospital, leading with innovation, serving with compassion.
Mga kabrigada, nagbabalik po ang Itanong Mo Kay Doc at kasama niyo po rin po ako, kabrigada Justin Kyle Imperial, at ang ating espesyal po na panuhin ngayong gabi si Dr. Lucio V. Temonio Jr., isa pong General Surgeon mula po sa Soc-Surgeon County Hospital. Doc Jan, nagbabalik po tayo sa ating programang Itanong Mo Kay Doc every Sunday. Doc, na-mention niyo po yung mga symptoms kanina before po tayo nag-commercial break. Doc, kapag meron ng mga ganoong symptoms, ano po ba ang dapat gawin or saan ba kaagad pumunta?
So kung magkakaroon na sila ng symptoms ng right upper quadrant pain circle, syempre pupunta dapat sa doktor nila or direct kaagad sa emergency room kasi may mga cases kasi na hindi lang siya plain na gallstone lang, nagkakaroon na ng komplikasyon, which is yung cholangitis na sinasabi natin, no? Ang cholangitis naman is caused by gallstone na nag-impede doon sa neck, sa daluyan ng bile, doon sa neck ng gallbladder. Nag-yellow na sila, so we call it jaundice, no? Pag mag-jaundice ang pasyente, is a sign na emergency talaga yan, no? I-admit ang pasyente sa ICU, then we will treat it immediately with an antibiotic, and after that, we will proceed with the procedure na kailangan i-alisin o lalagyan ng tube yung gallbladder mo.
Doc, dyan, halimbawa, meron ka ng simptomas nitong gallstones, ay talagang in a day, or should I say in a week, oftentimes mong mararamdaman yung pain. At kung paminsan, or oftentimes din sumusuka ka. Tama po ba, Doc?
Yes, Sir Kyle. Eventually, especially na during kakain ka, kasi tendency, pag kakain tayo, magkukontract yung gallbladder sa loob. Kasi tendency niya is, dapat magsisikret siya ng bile niya, ipapalabas yung bile niya papunta sa intestine natin kasi ang function ng bile is to absorb the fats na kinakain natin. Sila yun ang function ng bile. However, dahil sa may gallstone na doon nakabara, pag contract ng gallbladder, hindi lumalabas yung ano. So the tendency is nagdi-distend ang gallbladder, ang iba nag-rupture. Emergency na naman yung case. So talagang during eating ng mga especially fatty foods, talagang sasakit ang tiyan.
Okay. Ito naman, Doc Jan, speaking of medications naman po tayo, ano po ba yung mga available po natin, Doc, no, na mga procedures kapag may gallstone?
We have the standard procedure na ngayon, minimally invasive na tayo ngayon ng era, no? So we do laparoscopic cholecystectomy. Yung laparoscopic cholecystectomy is what they call it laser, no? Laser lang po, Doc. So, it's may camera lang na ipapasok sa pusod, then doon titingnan namin kung anong itsura ng gallbladder, magdadissect doon. Pangalawa is, the second is open cholecystectomy. No, malaking hiwa sa tagiliran mo. So, pinaka-recommended namin ang laparoscopy because pagka tomorrow, pwede na makauwi ang pasyente. Unlike sa open cholecystectomy, it will take longer days na magsistay sa hospital kasi masakit.
Yung recovery period nung yung parang hihiwain, Doc, yun yung mas matagal unlike dun sa laser, no, na procedure. Doc, eto Doc, meron po tayong tanong mula po sa ating kabrigada ngayong gabi. Doc Jancio, good evening po. Nagasakit akong tagiliran paminsan-minsan. Paano na ako mabalaan, Doc, kung gallstones ba kini? Or sa kidney or appendicitis di ay ni. Salamat, Doc.
Yes, so magalang katanungan yan, Sir Kyle, no? Kung magkakaroon kayo ng immediate na sudden onset of right abdominal pain, mostly dito sa right upper quadrant, no? One thing that we are going to do is to do ultrasound sa abdomen. Via ultrasound, makikita na natin kaagad kung ano ang tsura ng gallbladder mo, kung may stone ba yung doon, no? Or fully distended ba siya. Yes, we also wanted to rule out appendicitis kasi magkalapit lang sila eh. Ang appendicitis is nasa right lower quadrant, while the acute cholecystitis or the gallstone is nasa right upper quadrant ng area. So, doon, kung malalaman namin na via ultrasound na merong gallstone, then we will advise you for a procedure.
Ayun, sa lahat po ng mga kabrigada po natin gusto magpadala ng kanilang mga katanungan, isan nyo lamang po inyong mga mensahe mga kabrigada sa ating official text line 0932-692-4708 na naka-flash po yun sa mga TV screen at pwede po kayong magpadala ng inyong mga katanungan mga kabrigada sa official Facebook page po ng Soc-Sargent County Hospital dahil may live stream din po tayo dyan ngayon mga kabrigada. Ito pa, Doc, another question from our kabrigada. Hi, Doc Jancio, anong organs din po ba ang maapektuhan kung may gallstones? Pwede din po ba itong mag-lead sa pagkamatay? Nako, very important question ito, Doc Jan.
Yes, no? Maraming organs ang naapektuhan once na may gallstone na pasyente. One is, yun na, sinabi ko kanina kung mag-block na yun o mahuhulog yung stone doon sa common bile duct papunta sa daluyan, papunta sa intestine, magkakaroon ng cholangitis, mag-yellow ang pasyente. Eventually, magsisepsis ang pasyente, it will affect the brain, the whole system, immune system ng pasyente, and going down, then mag-aaros ang pasyente. Kaya nga, sinasabi namin, once na mag-cholangitis na, which is the complication of gallstone, it's a emergency situation sa amin, no? Kasi ma-ICU pasyente. Then, the other one, kasi sa biliary system yan siya, biliary tree, no? It will also block the pancreas. So, once na mahulog ang bato, mapupunta doon sa daanan din ng pancreas. Pancreas is very, very bad na organ natin kasi doon nagsisikret ng lipase saka amylase, no? Doon siya yung nagdidegrade ng mga protein. Once na mag-rupture ng pancreas, pwede niya i-degrade ang own na na mga internal organs mo sa loob. So that's gallstone pancreatitis, no? Mag-aano din ang pasyente, mag-sepsis. And then eventually mamamatay ang pasyente because of the infection.
Dok, okay lang manong ang ato ang mga pasyente mo diretso dira sa South Sargent County Hospital para po magpa-test.
Yes, you can go to the sa South Sargent County Hospital for the magpapa-assess kung may gallstone kayo, no?
Ayun. Dok, nanapunta isa ka pangutana karong gabi una. Good evening, kabrigada. Unsa pod ang mga tests nga need para ma-confirm nga gallstones di ay ning akong ibati? Daghang salamat, Dok.
So, maraming tests, no? A series of test ang gagawin doon. Isa dyan, CBC, no? Basic yan siya. Liver enzymes, no? Titingnan namin kung may mga problema sa liver enzymes mo. Then, number one, the diagnostic natin is yung ultrasound. Simple lang, hindi siya expensive, pero it can easily delineate kung may gallstone ka. Second is MRCP or magnetic resonance cholangiopancreatography, no? So, MRI yan siya ng hepatobiliary tree. Then, third is CT scan, pwede din. Then, fourth is the ERCP, yung may camera na nasa dulo ng tube, ipapasok sa bunganga, papunta directly to the duodenum, sa small intestine natin. May opening doon, matitingnan, direct visualization kung may mga stone sa biliary tree.
Yung na-mention niyo po, Doc, dyan, yung parang may ipapasok sa bunganga ba yun, Doc? Is it painful po ba?
Sedated sila, Sir Kyle, so hindi naman nakakaramdam ng pain kasi sedated sila.
Pero doon sa, Doc, sa kanina, doon sa treatment, no, gusto ko lang balikan kasi baka may magtanong din ng mga kabrigada po natin regarding doon sa yung laser at saka yung hihiwain.
Open.
So mas Doc, mas mararamdaman yung pain doon sa Doc, open. Tama po ba, Doc, after ng operation?
Yes, yung mas prefer namin na laparoscopy or laser na lang kasi ang pain is very minimal. After pagka kinabukasan, patient is awake and about, then minimal pain as compared sa hiwa. Kasi ang laki ng hiwa, mga isang dangkal, no? So, imagine ang dangkal, lahat yan puputulin, pati muscle mo dyan. So, talagang masakit. Kaya, prolong ang stay nila, mga 3 to 5 days ang stay nila sa hospital before sila ma-discharge.
And those stones, Doc, dyan, ay talagang mga bato po talaga, Doc, hard objects.
Yes, it's hard. Kaya nga, kung different din ang mga itsura and sizes and colors ng stone, para din gems. So, kung ang pasyente yan, ang mga stones, kasi hindi yan siya ilalagay sa laboratory, it will be taken by the patient. So, iba-iba ang form ng stones. Ang pinakamasakit doon, yung mga may spike. Kasi may stone na mga may spike sila. So, once na mababangga yun doon sa loob ng gallbladder, talagang in pain talaga pasyente kasi may spike yun eh.
Okay. Doc Jan, parting words, Doc, para po sa ating mga kabrigada na nanonood po ngayon ng itanong mo kay Doc.
So, once again, Happy New Year sa mga kabrigada natin dyan, no, sa South Sargent area, no. So, yun nga. we have just celebrated a long holidays. Marami tayong pinagdaanan ng mga parties, no? And kumusta na kaya mga gallbladder natin dyan, no? So kung may nararamdaman kayong right upper quadrant pain, yung sinasabi namin kanina, no? During sa discussion, please immediately go to your doctors, no? Kasi kailangan natin ma-assess kung paano gaano na kalala o gaano na kalaki yung stone doon sa abdo ninyo, because we need to remove it as soon as possible kasi ayaw natin magkaroon ng komplikasyon. So, parting words din sa mga parents natin, please let your children eat vegetables. Not all the time kailangan pakainin ng mga fatty foods and easily made na mga pagkain, no? Mga canned goods, no? Corned beef, beefloaf, no? Then punta ng mga fast foods, no? Order ng ganito, ganyan, mga fatty foods. So, please, kasi dumadami na talaga ang gallstone ngayon na panahon, no? So, marami kami na-operahan na pabata, hindi na by the book. So, eventually, we need to change our lifestyle and diet kasi we don't want na tayong lahat matatanggalan ng abdo dahil lang sa sobrang kain ng mga fatty foods at saka too much binge drinking ng mga alcoholic beverages. So hopefully, all is well and be mindful sa health natin para maiwasan natin itong sakit na gallstone.
Doc, matanong ko lang before we end, before ko makalimutan. Halimbawa, Doc, nahuman ang operation, natanggalan kaning mga gallstones. Unsay mahitabo, Doc, sa pasyente kanang magbalik ba sa normal lang ilahang kuan, gibati?
Si gallstone kasi parang appendix lang. So eventually, ang bile kasi, ang function niya is just parang pouch lang, storage lang ng bile. So kung tatanggalin siya, wala lang. So yung bile, aagos lang siya doon, papunta na directly sa intestine natin. So wala, okay lang, Sir Kyle.
Okay, sige. Anyway, maraming salamat, Dr. Lucio V. Temonio Jr., also known as Doc Jancio. Pwede niyo pong i-search yan, mga kabrigada, sa Facebook page din. Kung meron kayong mga katanungan kay Doc Jancio, that's Doc space Jancio. Isa pong general surgeon mula po sa Soc Sargent County Hospital. Sa inyo pong pagbahagi, Doc, ng kaalaman tungkol sa gallstones. At sa lahat naman po ng mga kabrigada natin na gustong magpa-test or magpa-assess, no? Kung meron ba silang mga gallstones, kung meron po kayong gallstones mga kabrigada na feel nyo ay, baka meron akong ganito. Pwede po yan mga kabrigada sa Soc Sargent County Hospital. Just go directly to SCH para po malaman po ninyo kung meron kayong gallstones o wala. Ayun. Happy viewing muna to my dad, Police Captain Wenceslao Fasciol Imperial RN, ang Chief ng General Santos City Police Office, City Tactical Operations Center or CTOC, and to my mom, Teacher Florita Torceno Imperial of Malapanan Central Elementary School, and mga kabrigada all over Soc Sargent Region, at sa lahat po ng mga kabrigada natin about ang ating Facebook live stream. Nais ko lang pong patiin ng isang napakamalutong na congratulations ang Schools Division Superintendent ng DepEd Sarangani na si Dr. Ruth L. Estacio on her appointment to Career Executive Service Officer 5 or CESO 5 from Glan 3rd District. SDS Ruth, congratulations. At congratulations din sa DepEd Sarangani Communications Team, especially to Glan 3rd District Insider Team under the supervision of Principal in Charge Pinky Gonzalez Tanap na nanalo ng iba't ibang awards sa ginanap na DepEd Doses Ere Awards 2023. Maraming salamat SDS Ruth, Regional Information Officer Rhea Joy Halique, and Division Information Officer Ariel C. Lalisan. Mahalaga po ang ating kalusugan mga kabrigada. Health is wealth. Ika nga, mahirap na pong magkasakit, lalong-lalo na po sa panahon natin ngayon. And of course, matiin ko lang din, happy viewing, Director Mario M. Bermudez, PM, CESO 6 ng DepEd Central Office, Bureau of Human Resource and Organizational Development. Hello po, Director Mar. Hanggang sa susunod na linggo mga kabrigada, ako po si Kabrigadang Justin Cal Imperial. Nagpapaalala po sa inyo na stay safe at stay healthy. Kabrigada, magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat at ito po rin po ang itanong mo kay Doc.